Marci Lock says she does not want you to be bored or your body to be bored, and we're going to mix it up today. What are we doing?
Mixing it up. We're throwing in different routines so that our body is never guessing, so that it's going. We're maximizing the results. So we're going to do something called like compound routines or multi-planar routines. So Kristen's going to show us how we can do some moves that are actually a couple moves mixed together. You're going a little faster pace, so you are just burning tons of calories or building tons of muscle. It just all rocks it out. So we're going to go into like a squat press with an Arnold press. So she squats down. She's going to press it up. She turns her elbows into an Arnold press, and meanwhile, when she comes up here, she's going to try to stay low in this squat position, so she's always contracting, see? Versus when she stands up, she'd lose that contraction. So this is the first move. You do 20 of those. You rock out your minis, your pulses, right? And leaving minis in your press area.
Okay, where's she doing the minis? Right there.
So,
okay.
Yep, see right there. So she's really frying this out, and she might need like, then we do a 10-second static hold. So she'll hold that, and then she'll go into 10 more minis right there.
Marci, how much weight should you be using? She has 8 pounds.
Okay, so level 10, you want to get your level 10. Kristen would normally start at a really high weight, and then if you're like, oh, I can't do it with the right form, when the form starts to suffer, that's when we drop down the weight. And you still want to go far enough, like that level, like to the number 20, or the number that's going to allow you to get your results, which is you're targeting, you know, you're going down. So,
because I feel like it's a rumor that weight makes you bulk up. Like, no, you can do some heavy weights.
It is a rumor. More muscle builds, God, what is it, 100 calories a day. Every pound of muscle on your body burns 100 calories a day, 50 to 100 calories. The more muscle you have on your body, the more you're a fat-burning machine. So we want to build muscle. So we're going to go into the next move, which she's doing a single side squat, a unilateral raise. So she's side squatting, and she's doing a frontal raise and a lateral raise, and she comes back together. Meanwhile, she's still trying to stay really low, so she squats it into it. So she'll stand back in the middle and go low again, and so she just kind of mixes moves together, so it just burns tons of fat and calories, okay? I'm trying to see what
now, should you go from one move to the other? This is your workout for the day. You're just going to do one right after.
20 seconds, we burn it out, our minis, and then you go into your next move. Or like we showed you guys before, how you can throw in a high-intensity interval in between your weight training, amps it up like crazy.
Does it matter how many minutes you're doing this, or is it just you're doing your 20 reps and then moving on?
You're doing you want to burn it out. Okay. You want to hit a level 10, which we talked about in cardio.
Because that's where you're getting the results.
If she just went through 15 of these, 20 of these at a light weight and just did the motions, she just wasted her time. But if she stays low, she's in that place where she's contracting, she's working the muscle the entire time, and then at the very end she burns out, you shouldn't be able, the last 3 should be absolutely hard. Amazingly hard, and then we quick break if you need to, and then rock it out with mini, so you're fatiguing the muscle and really burning out.
All right,
so now
what's
she's
the next
going to go into a single leg squat with a tri extension. So she squats down, she extends, she does a tricep extension, and she's doing a rear extension too. And she can touch the floor if she needs to. But notice how her triceps, they only come back to her hip bones. So she's contracting. Because if I do this up here, I'm working my tricep. If I come here, I've relaxed, I'm breaking it. If I do this, so she keeps everything in the point of contraction, so she's maximizing her results like crazy.
Well, you're right. It's a tiny movement. I mean, it's not a really big swinging movement, which actually lets you rest when you're swinging.
Yes, totally. It's not near as hard. You experience that. It's like you're really cheating yourself if you just kind of run through the motions. So
I love this workout, too, because it's like head to toe, what she's doing
You
right
hit
now.
everything.
Right.
You totally do.
Okay, what's another one?
Okay, so we'll grab it on a mat. Kristen's going to go down into the chest fly with actually working your abs at the same time with a straight leg. So she's got her legs straight. That's a bridge, Chris. Do the legs first. So butt down, lateral leg raise. She's like, I've done so many moves. So she does a fly, and she's lifting her legs at the same time. So she's working her abs, and now she can move into another move, which is the bridge. So bring your legs back. She's bridging, and so she's doing this. And she can even take it down into little ones and pulse it. So she's working her butt, she's working her hamstring, she's working her chest. And this is the biggest thing I want to show about chest. People think that if I'm working my chest, I have my arms up here. Notice where Kristen's arms are. They're out at a 45-degree angle. If I go here, I'm working my chest. But no, because you can see my chest muscle contract. But if I'm up here, my chest muscle's not contracting. I'm working up here. So it's being focused in the right area that you create that definition and that change, too.
Oh, her chest looks awesome.
She's awesome.
I swear it's the bridge that's the hardest thing for me. I mean, that really tightens if you want to get the glutes. That gets them.
And doing the bridge with you can add the band to it and stick one leg up at a time, which we didn't get to do when we did a segment with you before. That will rock your butt out.
Can she stop? Or I know. I think it's time for the segment. Look at her. She's like, I've done this all day. Marci is hardcore. Thanks, Marci.
You're welcome.
She is hardcore. I was just looking at her body going, and Jason said, girls, you girls have to work really hard to look like that.
Well, I'm not kidding. We're doing bridges. We're doing squats. Like, who knows? But
Chris is in unbelievable shape.
Isn't she?
She looks so good.
And Marci totally forgot, and she just kept going and going. I was like, can she be done?
I know. Well, and she works out hard. She really does. MarciLock.com or Marci90.com for her 90-day program. You can log on and find out all the information you need if you do that. But
have you tried any of those exercises? Have you incorporated them in after you do cardio?
I did the one that you you take your feet and put them on the ball when you're lying down for your inner thighs and your abs and core.
Did you feel it?
I've also been doing the core where you lie on the ground and then you do the Superman just to strengthen your core.
And then Marci Mini it out.
And Marci Mini it
That's
out.
what you're
I know.
supposed to do.
It's like a new term. I know.
Hey,